What really happened on the 9th of February 1871? Come with me and let's find out. Ready, cat? Let's go. It was on this date that the US Commission of Fish and Fisheries was established to nurture and promote American fish. An easy task for its first director, Spencer Fullerton Baird, and his best friend and trampoline enthusiast, my great-great-great-great-great-great-grandfather, Dermatology Delaney. Soon, the Canadians over the border were going mad for US fish. Then Spencer noticed something. Although their fish were getting more and more popular, they had less and less of them all the time, and Spencer asked Dermatology to look into the matter. He couldn't trust anyone else. Something fishy was going on. Dermatology spent a year and a day studying every single fish in America, and he quickly found the truth. What happens when you put a fish into the river? It gets washed into the sea. From there it gets washed into all the other seas, and from there it gets washed all the way around the world, almost back to America again. Almost, because the canny Canadians are there in the water with nets and rods scooping in the fish. It was obvious really, but Spencer didn't want to know. He couldn't believe that the American fish he'd spent so long serving would abandon him like that, and he told Dermatology to his face that he was up to something. That caused a rift to open up between the two men. The final straw came when Spencer accused Dermatology of taking his favourite sponge. Dermatology wasn't going to let himself be called a thief, not without good reason, and so began a 110-year cat and mouse game between two men who used to be friends. While Spencer was in the office buffing his muscles with a sponge for the ladies, Dermatology was out sneaking fish from the river and hopping them over the border into Canada on his trampoline. He knew where all the fish were, and trampolines were legal in those days, so Spencer couldn't do anything about it, and he still can't today. Dermatology is much too old to be hopping fish over the border now, but he became a Cabbage Patch Kid billionaire in the 80s and used his money to buy all the fish in America, every single one. He doesn't hop them over the border, he doesn't eat them, he doesn't do anything, but they all belong to him, every single one. If you eat an American fish today, you owe my great-great-great-great-great-great-grandfather money, and he'll put you in prison if you don't pay it. But you can't blame him for that. He's a billionaire, he can do what he likes. That's the law.